Welcome to my channel. My name is Nirantra Veda. I am INFJ spiritual coach. Today I want to talk about how INFJs can create their own reality faster using their own unique gifts. If you're an INFJ, you probably have a very clear feeling that there is a life you are meant to live. You can imagine it, you can feel it. Sometimes you can almost see the person you are supposed to become. And yet, there can be frustrating gap between the life you can imagine inside your mind and the life you are actually living. You may have the vision, you may have the knowledge, you may have even the desire. So, why does it sometimes feel so difficult to turn that inner vision into extreme external reality? I believe the answer is this. You don't need to become less INFJ to create your reality faster. You need to learn how to use your INFJ gift strategically. In this video, I am going to show you how. Number one, your first gift is your ability to see possibilities. One of the beautiful things about an INFJ personality is the tendency to look beneath the surface and connect patterns. You don't just see what is something, you naturally start thinking about what could this become. This is your first manifestation advantage. But there is a trap. You can speed up so much time imagining the future that the future remains inside your imagination. So, instead of only asking, what do I want? Ask, what kind of person would naturally live this reality? If your dream is to become a successful coach, don't only visualize having clients. Ask, who is the coach who consistently attracts and serves those clients? How does she communicate? How does she structure her day? How does she handle rejection? How does she price her work? How does she respond when something doesn't work? Your dreams become much more powerful when you stop visualizing only the outcome and start embodying the identity capable of creating the outcome. Your second gift is deep meaning. INFJs usually don't thrive on goals that feel empty. You may be able to force yourself to work for a while because you want money, status, or recognition, but eventually something inside you asks, why am I doing this? This isn't necessarily a weakness, it can be a powerful motivational system. So, connect your dream to something meaningful. Don't simply say, I want more money. Ask, what will this money allow me to create? Maybe freedom, maybe security, maybe meaningful work, maybe the ability to support your family, maybe the ability to help people. Your goal needs to become connected to a value that matters deeply to you. Because when your goal has meaning, your actions stop feeling like random tasks. They become expressions of who you are. Your third gift is your intuition. INFJs often describe having strong intuitive impressions. You may suddenly know this is the direction I should explore, but here is something important. Intuition should be the beginning of the process, not the end. Don't simply think, I feel this is my calling, therefore it must work. Instead, use your intuition to experiment and get feedback and refine it. Suppose you feel called to work with INFJs, then test it. Create content for INFJs, talk to INFJs, offer something meaningful, observe what people respond to, improve your messages, use your intuition to give you the hypothesis. Reality gives you the feedback. This is how you turn an inner knowing into an external result. Your fourth gift is understanding people. INFJs can be deeply interested in understanding people. You may notice emotional patterns, you may sense what someone is struggling to express, you may understand the deeper problem behind the obvious problem. This is an incredible gift. When you learn to use it without losing yourself, instead of asking only, how can I get what I want, ask, what value can I create for someone else? This is particularly important if you are building a career, business, or coaching practice. Your empathy becomes powerful when it turns into useful action. Don't just understand someone's pain, help them move from where they are to where they want to be. That's where your sensitivity becomes a strength in the real world. And well, we are INFJs are very good at understanding people. I want to tell you this. Don't block the flow of energy because there is a conflict. You can unblock the flow of energy, positive energy, and resolve the conflict. I know it is hard for INFJs to face the conflict. And I saw a pattern in myself as well, where I tend to escape my conflict into some other direction, redirecting my energy into something. But instead, if you have a conflict with anyone, you can simply set the boundary saying, I felt hurt when you said this, what do you think? And then you detach from their immature response, and then you maintain calm, neutral, and peaceful attitude towards the person who you have conflict with. And internally you can thank them for being alive, and you can thank them for being present in their life with you, because every person has a reason for their existence, when we know it or not. And instinctively no human is bad. And once the INFJs realize this spiritual truth, this comes very handy in the relationships that are very close to us, and relationships that we cannot function without. We need support to create our dreams from our parents, from our spouse, from our relatives, the closest friends. And we cannot just simply avoid the people who matter to us mostly because there is a block in positive energy because they crossed our boundaries. You can simply unblock the flow of positive energy, and you can remain in your natural state of feeling. And trust me, this process works. Even though you heard your immature responses over time, people learn to respect your boundaries without draining your energy. And number 5, your biggest challenge is overthinking. Now let's talk about something that can slow INFJs down dramatically: overthinking. You may want to make the perfect decision. You want to understand all the consequences. You want to know whether something is truly aligned. You want certainty. But here is the problem: you often don't receive certainty before action. You receive information because of action. So replace is this definitely the right path with what is the next experiment I can run. I don't need to know my entire 5-year plan. I need enough clarity to my next step. Choose, act, learn, adjust. Then choose again. Your goal isn't to eliminate uncertainty. Your goal is to become someone who can move forward with uncertainty existing. Number 5. And number 6 is stop paying your dream with anxiety. This is especially important if you believe in manifestation. Sometimes we become obsessed with the question when it is going to happen. We check, we compare, we worry, we visualize harder, we wonder whether we are doing manifestation correctly, and suddenly the dream becomes a source of anxiety. But if we look at Emerson's law of compensation, the emphasis is much more grounded. You create value, you put effort into the world, you continue acting, and compensation unfolds over time. So don't pay your dream with anxiety, pay for it with action and time. If you want clients, become more useful. If you want mastery, practice. If you want a business, create and communicate value. If you want a healthy relationship, practice boundaries and emotional maturity. If you want financial freedom, develop valuable skills and create sustainable sources of income. If you don't need to constantly worry about whether the universe is listening or not, ask, what am I contributing today? Embody the identity. This is where manifestation becomes much more practical. Imagine the person who is already living your desired reality. Now ask, how does she behave? Not what does she possess. How does she behave? If she is confident, how does she communicate? If she is financially successful, how does she make decisions? If she is healthy, what does she do consistently? If she has strong boundaries, what does she say no to? If she is a successful coach, how does she serve her clients? Then choose one behavior today. This is embodiment. You're not pretending to have that you already have the outcome. You're participating, you're practicing the identity that can create the outcome. And every repeated behavior becomes evidence. This is who I am becoming. Number 8, use your INFJ functions as a creation system. Think of your INFJ personality as a 4-part system. Your NI vision, see the future you want. FE connection, understand the people you want to serve and the relationships you want to create. TI strategy, take your vision and turn it into a logical plan. And then comes the functions, INFJs often need to consciously strengthen SC, action in the physical world. Make the phone call, publish the video, send the proposal, go to the gym, have the conversation, take this step. Your inner world gives you the vision, but your outer action gives you the vision, a physical form. Vision without action remains imagination. Action without vision becomes meaningless effort. You need both. Number 9. Your daily INFJ reality creation practice. So, here is the simple practice I want you to try. Every morning, ask yourself three questions. Who am I becoming? Write one sentence. And number 2, what would the person do today? Choose one concrete behavior. And question number 3, what value can I create today? Then do that one thing at night. Don't ask, did I manifest my dream today? Ask, did I behave like the person who is capable of creating it? That's much more powerful question. And INFJs, your sensitivity is not something you need to get rid of. Your imagination is not something you need to suppress. Your depth is not a weakness. Your ability to see patterns, understand people, search for meaning, and imagine possibilities can become extraordinary strengths. But your inner world needs a bridge to the physical world. So remember, see the vision, choose the identity, create value, take action, learn from reality, repeat. You don't create your future by waiting to feel completely ready. You create it by repeatedly becoming the person who can live it. Your vision gives you the direction, your identity gives you the capacity, and your actions gives your vision a physical form. If you're an INFJ and you're ready to stop living only if your potential and start consciously building the life you can already see inside you, comment INFJ below and I will reach out to you. And if you want to work one-on-one with me for spiritual coaching services, reach out to me at nirantraveda@gmail.com. And if you like my video, please like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thank you. See you later. Bye bye.